You know when Michael Jordan is coming to town, you always wanted to get a good night's sleep, a good night's rest, something good to eat, because you know the next day Michael Jordan is in your building and he's coming to put on a show, and you have to compete against that. Game 5 was at our place, and you know, a typical game, Eastern Conference game, a physical game, it was like a back and forth thing, the shot. You know, everybody want to talk about the shot. Chicago kept fighting, MJ kept making plays. It's at the end of the game, and we going to the timeout, and everybody talking. I was like, Coach, I want to guard MJ. Like, I got to guard MJ. There's only one player that's getting this basketball, and that's MJ. He's like, we're gonna put Craig Elo on there. I'm like, and he jumped up, and Elo jumps up, Elo stops, and MJ does this to Elo. Elo comes down, and he shoots it, and swish. It was slow motion. And it was like, he's the guy that you want the ball in his hand late in the ball game, because he's gonna win most of those ball games by himself.
All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the...
Oh, my.
Elo with the steal!
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up.
No, he misses. Cleveland has won in Game 5 in the first round. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up. It's good!
Oh,
Michael Jordan!
Wow, Coach, a Game 5 winning shot. Doug Collins off the bench, and the Bulls have won.
You can never, ever count Michael Jordan out.
Michael was a different level, man. He's a different level of competitiveness, just sheer will to win. He changed the game. He changed the game. I mean, not just in one aspect, in many aspects, in every aspect of the game, he changed it. I played against some of the greatest players in the history of this game. Michael Jordan was one of those guys that lifted my ability to the next level. We enjoyed the competition with one another. We played very hard and fiercely against one another, but it was like you had two gentlemen going head to head. Michael Jordan and I wasn't just coming down the court getting dunks at the dunks. We found creative ways to score. I can't tell you the fun and the pleasure I had to play against him. You know, and Michael and I, we never really talked about those games. It was kind of an unspoken thing between us. You know, the respect level that we had was at a different level. I think I had a great game in Atlanta, and I remember going to Chicago. Michael walks into our locker room, and we're still in suit and tie. We haven't gotten dressed yet, and he walks in our locker room, suit and tie, and I was like, what are you doing coming in our locker room? And I ain't gonna say exactly what I said. And so he walked by me, he walked by Kevin Willis, and he got to Randy Whitman, he tapped him on his butt, and he said, lace him up, it's gonna be a long night. He got 60 that night. He got 60. And it was a very close game. I think it went down to the last shot in that game, but I think he proved his point.
And a beautiful view of the famous Chicago skyline. An appropriate dramatic setting for our game today at Chicago Stadium. Hi everyone, welcome to our presentation of today's game. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me courtside, Clark Kellogg. And across the way on the sidelines, David Aldridge. We should be in for a great game here. Clark, it's the Chicago Bulls taking on the visiting Atlanta Hawks.
I'm ready for a good one, partner. Listen to these Chicago fans. Extremely excited to get this underway and see two All-Stars, Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan, go at it. This could be an outstanding scoring contest between these two.
You said it. Buckle in. Clark, part of what makes Wilkins and Jordan so exceptional is how many ways they can get points.
Yeah, they score a lot of different ways, Kevin. Their offensive games are really versatile and complete. They can knock down threes, hit the mid-range jumper, and you know they both can do damage at the rim.
And out there for Atlanta, Spud Webb at the point with Doc Rivers at the 2. At the forward positions, Dominique Wilkins and Moses Malone. John Koncak will be at center. And starting things off for the Bulls, it's John Paxson at point guard with Michael Jordan also at the guard. Then Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant at the 3 and 4. The veteran, Bill Cartwright in the middle.
Expectations are high for Jordan and Wilkins in this one. They're both exceptional scoring threats, and I know their teams are expecting each of them to be the difference makers out there as they try to get the W.
To the wing right side. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Poked away, tries to save it. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Atlanta now. You know, often, Clark, it's the team's respective leader who sets the tone for their whole squad.
You are correct, partner. So if Jordan or Wilkins can manage to get off to a hot start, that could spread to the other guys and get their whole team rolling early.
That's a good point. Hey, Clark, something that could be a difference maker in this one is Moses Malone's dominance on the glass.
I agree. I mean, Chicago is going to have to fight extremely hard to beat Malone to rebounds. He's relentless in pursuing them, especially offensive boards. But limiting the Hawks' second chance points, I think, is essential for this Bulls team.
Good observation. Passes it to Rivers. And here is Wilkins. Malone trying to break free. Great D that time from Jordan. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Lays it up off the glass. All right, Clark, Wilkins and Jordan. A couple of talented one-on-one players who are both going to be seeking mismatches in this one.
And, you know, Kevin, if you're on either of these teams, you've got to be ready to come at Jordan and Wilkins defensively. Don't let them dictate things. Low-effort defense, not going to get it done because they'll take advantage of that fully.
Oof. They grabbed their own miss. The kick out to Wilkins. The tray gets the three-pointer.
This is how dangerous a scorer Wilkins is. Really capable of connecting right off the catch.
The two scoring leaders facing off, but to dig deeper, let's go to a guy who can dig as deep as any, David Aldridge. DA.
Thanks, guys. We know that Dominique and Jordan's scoring will probably be the big story of the night, but there's a lot more to these guys' games that could affect the outcome. With Wilkins, we've seen a new focus from him on improving his rebounding, and as always, Jordan's defense can be just as impactful as his offense. Guys, back to you.
You know, David, that's an interesting point, and I think you're right. It's not just Clark about scoring tonight. It's got to be a multifaceted game. Wouldn't you agree?
I certainly would, Kevin. Limiting your opponent's touches and disrupting their shot attempts and their offensive flow, I think could be the real name of the game in this one. You just can't get it done with offense alone.
I know Jordan takes pride in his defense. We'll see if that's true tonight.
Yep, we'll keep an eye on that.
Here's Webb. The Bulls getting the bucket. The pass to Concat. Here's Wilkins. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. The number one objective, Clark, of this Bulls defense has to be limiting Dominique Wilkins' looks. They've got to contain that incredible scoring of his.
Kevin, you're all over it. Right on point. I mean, if Chicago can't disrupt his usual scoring, then they're in for a long night and some real trouble.
Yeah, Malone showing you the bounce. How high he got up there. Dunking comes pretty easy to him. It's quite easy when you get that high up.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Air Jordan lifting off, and the Hawks could do nothing about it.
Webb with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Rivers. Back to Webb. Malone trying to break free. Webb can't hit.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
The Hawks trailing. Pass to Rivers. It's Wilkins on the wing. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins. A drive on Dominique's face is a sign. It isn't just about the dunk. He wants to assert some dominance in this matchup with Michael Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up the foul call.
You know, Clark, in some ways, this game could come down to either Jordan's or Wilkins. And who scores the most? Outperforming the other could seal the game for their team.
And, Kevin, that's exactly what we'll be keeping a close eye on. Which one is leading in the point column? Because I agree the winner of that duel very well could decide this thing.
Oh, what a duel it's going to be. Free throw good, Jordan.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
Antoine Carr, he's checked in for the Hawks. And so Jordan nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Webb, the pass to Rivers. Back to Webb. Pass to Carr. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Concat. Inside. Here's Webb. The rebound by Grant.
Showing great intensity around the rim there. It's part of why he's such a respected defender.
Here's Jordan. Cartwright, the pass to Jordan. Second shot opportunity. Grant trying to break free. Jordan's shot is off. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They trail by 1. Rivers against Pippen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, that's a high IQ play on defense there.
It's his first trip to the line. Livingston's checked in for Concat.
Hawks, Doc Rivers taking 2 shots.
Rivers hits both of them. And here are the Bulls now. Some fresh competition, Clark, for the Bulls and Hawks in the league this year, with two expansion teams coming to the NBA in Orlando and Minnesota.
Atlanta.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, these teams are focused on the game at hand. That's pretty obvious, but this is a very interesting time for the NBA. A lot of new talent and a new landscape.
A lot of growing indeed. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Jordan's gone 4 of 8 from the field.
Chicago foul. John Paxson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Carr. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Here's Jordan. Oh, wow!
Jordan always eager to entertain the home crowd, putting on a show for these fans here.
Rivers kicks to Webb.
Bulls foul. John Paxson. Second personal foul. Third
Chicago on
team
defense.
foul.
It's a 3-point game. Here's Malone. And it's slammed in by Malone.
For his length, his persistence, his size, Moses was custom made to own the glass. Great offensive play right there.
And the basket is good. Jordan's got 14.
The story of their offense so far has been just that, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Credit to these Hawks, Clark, for having a constant postseason presence these last few seasons.
3 straight second-round appearances, and then last year a tough loss in the first round. But I say don't let that fool you. These Hawks are a very competitive team.
They really are. Here's Jordan after Moses Malone score.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
From 12 feet out with the putback. Great positioning on the putback. He's got 10.
And this game has been a teeter-totter. Both teams trading the lead back and forth we go.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
At the line for your Bulls.
That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Knocked away and stolen by Jordan. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. Driving to the basket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An experienced forward, Livingston gives them depth off the bench along the front line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Cliff Livingston. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's off on the second. Chicago trailing here.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Jordan passes to Paxson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Paxson.
Really good concentration by Paxson that time. I think he drew some contact there, but no whistle.
Clark, I know the Bulls are hoping for big things this year after making it all the way to the conference finals a season ago.
You know, I think Chicago proving they can handle teams like these Hawks could be a really good sign for them as they look to become a more dominant and consistent force in this league. Oh, I love how aggressive Webb is. Although he's undersized, very much so, he still finds a way to draw contact.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
For 2.
And so Webb nails both of them. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by Malone. Malone's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the rejection by Pippen.
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
Webb against Grant. Rebound, Atlanta.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
The pass to Livingston. Hawks passing it around. Back to Webb. Over Paxson. Webb can't hit.
You know, his scoring has just been AWOL this quarter.
And Pippen with the basket. The assist by Jordan. Pippen's got 6.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Here's Livingston. Back to Webb. Kicks it out to Malone. Just 5 to shoot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Hawks making a switch here. Tony's checked in.
Lineup for the Hawks, Cedric Tony.
Chicago leading. Jordan down low. He's guarded by Rivers. A nice shot by Jordan.
Another big night for Jordan. What a natural scorer he is. MJ simply can do it all.
Rivers against Pippen.
Atlanta foul. Antoine Carr. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Chicago leading by 3. Here's Jordan. Rebounded by the Hawks. Malone's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Livingston, guarded by Jordan. Here's Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Assisted.
So far, Malone has it going on, folks. The defense appearing absolutely helpless, trying to stop him.
Jordan. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Michael Jordan getting it done for Chicago. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We come back right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to Chicago as the second quarter gets underway. It's been an exciting game so far between the hometown Chicago Bulls and the visiting Atlanta Hawks.
For the Bulls, they've got a new coach at the helm this season. With Phil Jackson, this is his first stint as a head coach here in the NBA.
They've got Paxson. Cartwright is out there with Grant. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Pippen in at the small forward position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. The Hawks trail by 3. Rivers passes to Tony. Malone outside. It's Wilkins on the wing. Kicks it to Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. Nice D from Pippen. Jackson, of course, a former player, a former assistant under Doug Collins in Chicago. And Clark, I hear he's got some interesting ideas when it comes to on-court strategy.
Well, Kevin, you know, he's certainly got some good pieces to test those ideas out with. There's no denying that. But what I think matters most is that the guys seem to relate to him and like him. Chemistry between players and head coaches is critical.
Well, you know, you played a long time, and you know how important that connection can be.
That's a very key deal.
Now here's Rivers. Pass to Willis. That's tipped. To the paint. And the dunk by Grant.
Textbook timing on that alley-oop. Throw it Grant's way, and he'll make the rest of it look easy.
The Hawks trail by 7. Tony kicks to Wilkins. Back to Tony. Jordan against Wilkins. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Now looking back at the opening quarter, Clark, Jordan managed to stay ahead of Wilkins in points scored.
Yeah, really good start for him, Kevin, in that regard, but can he keep doing that the entire game.
Right. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. The fadeaway. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
It's incredible the adjustments Jordan can make in tight quarters. Just tremendous body control.
Rivers kicks to Tony. Pass to Malone. Here's Rivers. He feeds it to Malone.
You know, he's such a load to deal with inside because Malone's intensity and relentlessness down there makes defenses almost have to foul it.
The Hawks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Free throw drops from Malone. Webb's checked in for Atlanta. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
You know, Moses Malone is a true two-way player. He's an outstanding talent on both ends of the floor, able to score in dominating fashion, and really a ferocious rebounder. And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
The Hawks trail by 7. Right now, Dominique doesn't seem to be having much issue, Clark, working around the Bulls' defense.
And that doesn't bode well for Chicago. I think they've got to get a better handle on him, Kevin. They've got to corral him. If Dominique is just getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, that is terrible news for the Bulls. Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Let's go to David Aldridge, who has some inside info on the Chicago Bulls.
Hey, Kevin, when you talk to the coaching staff and you say, what's the key to success against the Hawks, they have a one-word answer. Michael. They expect big numbers from Jordan, probably exceeding his average of 35 points from last season. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, that's good stuff there, David. Sometimes, Clark, the answer is that simple, I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to complicate it, especially when you're talking about Jordan, because he does make it really simple. Although he's not a one-man show, his whole team is going to have to still step up.
And they take pride in that, don't they? Helping this very special talent do what they've got to do.
Yeah, they're pros, and they get their checks twice a month, too.
Bulls leading by 5. And here is Jordan. 24 points for him. Down low. Got a piece of it. Right wing. Back to Grant. And Willis pulls it down. The Hawks trail by 5. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Passes it to Wilkins. The Hawks working the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rivers. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
You know, you got a feel for him. He just cannot seem to buy a bucket here.
Michael Jordan's presence felt by every fan in attendance. Michael's game goes to an even higher level when Atlanta enters this building. It's a rivalry that Jordan welcomes each and every time. Atlanta calls timeout.
Straight up facts here, guys. They are getting destroyed down low.
Get up for your lavables.
Here's Webb. So far, Michael Jordan has been getting just about, Clark, everything he wants on the offensive end.
And that's not unexpected, but, you know, that doesn't bode well for the Hawks as Wilkins has been unable to answer Jordan with shots of his own, which I think says a lot about the job the Chicago defense is doing.
I agree.
Well, you got to appreciate how consistent these Atlanta Hawks have been. I mean, season to season, even while going through some roster shakeups, they've been steady.
Third team foul.
2.
Clark, as we know, last year the Hawks were able to hit 50 wins for the 4th consecutive season.
And, Kevin, I think that speaks to, obviously, the product on the floor, but the quality of their organization, too. I mean, these are players and coaches who just know how to win games.
Concax checked in for Wilkins. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I think what you most appreciate about Pippen, at least I do, is his versatility. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds, he passes, and defends at a really high level.
Now, here is Webb. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Here's Pippen. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. Webb the pass to Willis. Back to Webb. Here's Concat. He's guarded by Cartwright. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-6 run. They get the rebound. Pippen. Out to the wing. Michael Jordan rising up. And they get it back. And the dunk by Jordan.
Outstanding finishing there by Jordan. Terrific at getting inside and powering the flush down.
The Hawks and the Bulls, when you look at the measurables of teams and players, pretty standard for the league, with explosively athletic backcourts and then quite a bit of size down low, too.
Snatched up. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Concat.
Concat put that one right back where it came from. Good for a handful of boards per game is the big fella.
Clark, we were talking about size. Both of these teams start a 7-footer at center.
Yeah, you know, Concat and Cartwright are very imposing at that position, Kevin. And then you get Grant and Malone are paired evenly at 6'10", so, hey, there's no way this game is not going to be physical in the paint.
Yeah, it'll be a battle for sure. Chicago with the ball, following the 3 by Atlanta. A nice shot by Jordan.
Hey, the defense has the right idea there, but Jordan has the skills to overcome the contact.
And the pass to Rivers. Willis with it. Back to Rivers. Rebound by the Bulls. Pippen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Cartwright. He can't get that one to fall. And Atlanta will come the other way. To the inside. Here's Concat. Basket good. Concat's got 4 points in the quarter.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Pippen with the wide open look. Offensive rebound. Here's Jordan. Off target at the rim.
Boy, I love the aggressive defense he brings. You've got to respect and appreciate that.
Webb up top, guarded by Paxson. Here's Malone. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Third personal foul.
There's no let up in Malone's attack. He is relentless, which makes defenses nervous.
And the first one at the line is good. Livingston's checked in for Atlanta. Smith comes in for Webb. He's perfect from the line this time. Chicago leading by 6. The drive by Jordan and the dunk by Jordan.
You know, once Jordan makes his move to the basket, he has no intention of stopping, which makes it hard to slow his progress.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Atlanta. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
Time for your lovable.
Atlanta making a switch here. Carr's checked in.
Antoine Carr.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jordan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Personal foul.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
At the line for Chicago, Michael Jordan. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. The Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Livingston. Rivers against Pippen. Passes it to Livingston. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, that's just a tough play from Livingston. Taking the foul and still getting the shot in the air.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Jordan. The shot, no good. And so it's Atlanta with it, trailing by 10. Here's Livingston, guarded by Pippen. To the middle, here's Carr. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Rivers looking over the floor. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Rivers has got 7 points.
Very comfortable and confident from this range. Doc Rivers connecting.
And Jordan throws it down.
And he can do that.
Yeah, he's a high flyer, isn't he? 1:29 left to play in the first half. Rivers passes to Smith. Now here's Rivers. 7 points in the game. And that one drops. Carr's got 4 this quarter.
Making people around him better. One of the things Doc is best known for. Doc Rivers, that is.
Jordan driving the lane. And Koncak pulls it down. Koncak's got 4 rebounds in this game. Rivers passes to Livingston. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
Second personal foul.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
At the line for the Hawks.
The first free throw is good.
Livingston at the line for 2.
Good on both. The Bulls leading by 4. Jordan with it. Now Smith defending. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got 38 points.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard. Loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
Here's Livingston. Out to the right wing. Now the pass to Rivers. To the paint. And the shot goes in from Koncak. Koncak's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Obviously, Doc Rivers really feels and thinks the game. Picks out smart openings and really makes clever passes, too.
Outside for Pippen. Puts it up from 15.
Bulls foul. Bill Cartwright. 1st personal foul. 5th team foul.
The Hawks trail by 4.
You know, if they handle this right, they might be taking the last shot of the period.
Smith, the pass to Koncak. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
The Jet that time quick to find the open teammate there.
Here's Jordan. He has 38 in the game. Over Rivers. The shot by Jordan, no good. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Bulls. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring. So welcome back, everyone, to the 3rd quarter of this contest between the Bulls and the Hawks, where Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins have been going at it.
And as this second half gets underway, the defensive ability of the Hawks and Bulls only become more important. You got to limit your opponents down the stretch, and both of these teams have the ability to do that.
So it's the Hawks now. 4-point game on the court right now for the Hawks. They've got Livingston, Moses Malone out there with Koncak. Then there's Webb, and it's Rivers in at the 2-guard spot. We were talking about this before, but Clark, some very capable defenders on both sides of the floor.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, the duo of Pippen and Jordan, so effective at wreaking havoc and forcing turnovers. And the Hawks have Doc Rivers, who can hassle ball handlers. He's physical as a backcourt defender, as well as Moses down low to eat that glass and block shots, too.
Yeah, both are fun to watch. Malone looking around. 4 on the clock. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Malone owns the paint area of the floor. Nobody coming in there messing with him. What an absolutely ferocious finish. That will definitely make the highlight reel.
You know, Clark, this shows how much confidence he has in himself. Close game or blowout, he's going up with power. Rivers passes to Malone. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot. We're going over the numbers from the first half. Clark, Jordan was able to top Wilkins in scoring in the... Oh, wow, man!
Hey, when Jordan is cutting to the cup, he's locked in on throwing it down. The D doesn't have a chance at denying him that chance.
Pass to Livingston. Rivers bounce pass. Pass to Koncak. Here's Livingston. Knocks it loose. Jordan with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Jordan's got it. And the dunk by Jordan.
In the open floor, few are better than Jordan. MJ can literally fly.
Atlanta calls timeout.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Let's give a warm Chicago welcome to your lovable
Dominique Wilkins. He's checked in for Atlanta.
For the Hawks, Dominique Wilkins.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Webb kicks to Rivers. Here's Malone. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Boy, the hard worker that Malone is makes you appreciate it, especially close to the rim. He's a strong guy who usually overpowers defenders inside.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Paxson against Webb. Wilkins in the post. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Boy, I tell you what, Wilkins is athletic and cut up. Just bouncing off the contact and scoring with that weight room strength. When you think about Michael Jordan, you think about scoring, putting the ball in the basket. But he does a lot of other stuff out there as well, like moving the ball effectively.
Passes to Rivers. Now here's Wilkins. 3-pointer. Will Cartwright grabs the rebound. Cartwright's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, we touched on it. Last year, Michael Jordan Clark was actually 8th in the league in total assists. He was a top 10 assist guy.
It's not something that comes to mind when you think about him, but it's very impressive nonetheless, Kevin. Shows you what kind of leader he is. He knows he's got to get his teammates involved and work well with them for his team to be its best.
Yeah, he's a terrific facilitator.
No doubt.
And there's the pass to Rivers. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Malone at the elbow. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Chicago ball.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 13 points.
Oh, man.
You know, even when Jordan gets hit while penetrating, I mean, he just stays with it. Great stick-to-itiveness. You cannot corral this guy.
Webb the pass to Rivers. Now Willis. Here's Concat. He's got 8. Inside, here's Rivers. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Chicago leading by 8. Jordan with it, picked up by Malone. Cartwright the pass to Jordan. Pippen outside. And then Pippen slams it in.
These Hawks have a trusted and capable leader steering the ship, and that's Coach Mike Fratello. He won Coach of the Year for his work with this team in the '86 season.
Pass to Willis. Back to Webb. Pass to Concat. Shot clock at 5. To halt the run. Webb can't hit. Yeah, an experienced coach who knows his team inside and out. That's Mike Fratello. Clark, do you think that gives the Hawks an advantage?
I think it could, Kevin. I mean, Coach Fratello will have an easier time seeing what his team needs out there and will know what adjustments best suit this squad.
Malone against Grant. Malone dishes to Webb. It's Rivers on the wing. He's got 9. That one goes. Count it. Rivers has got 4 points in the quarter.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
The drive by Jordan and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta.
Really a tough situation for the defender there. Put him in a pickle. Jordan drives with such force, so it's not surprising he's able to draw the foul.
Free throw good, Jordan. So for the Hawks, Carr comes in for Concat, and it's Tony in for Webb. And so Jordan nails both of them. The Hawks trail by 12. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for them.
And they need to recover as soon as possible. Doing damage inside, Rivers absolutely fearless. Loves to take it up in there.
And it's Moses Malone with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Smith checked in for Doc Rivers.
3rd team foul. Now in the lineup for the Hawks.
The next foul will put them in the penalty.
Hawks foul. Antoine Carr. 2nd personal foul. 4th team
It's
foul.
stolen by Willis.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Chalk up 2 there. Smith's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks.
Really hard not to see the open teammate right there. Good find by Willis.
Jordan. And Willis pulls it down.
Tremendous all-out defensive effort. Saved the bucket there.
And the layup's good off the glass. Willis has got his first bucket of the night.
With the rock inside, hey, Willis has one thing on his mind. Let's go to work.
Now, Jordan. As we get deeper into this game, Clark, it has been all... Oh, my!
Wow! My goodness, taking the chance to add a little extra spice with that throwdown.
Yeah, just another message to the defense that they are in control of this one. Passes it to Tony. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Jordan. To the inside, and it's Pippen slamming it down.
Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism, impressive.
Outside, Willis. Smith against Paxson. Smith kicks to Tony. 6 to shoot. Chicago grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pippen. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. And now it's a 12-point Bulls lead. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Outside, Willis. Poked loose, and there's another turnover by Atlanta. The Hawks making a switch here. Livingston's checked in.
Cliff Livingston.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Back to Jordan.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third quarter of the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Kevin Willis. First personal foul.
Good production from the line tonight, 10 of 12.
Can we take a minute just to talk about the terrific job he's done at the line today?
Michael Jordan at the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Jordan. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Smith the pass to Tony. Looking to end the run. Rebound by the Bulls. Cartwright's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Tony against Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has